According to the 2025 Rescue Statistics and Prosecution figures, Ghana recorded an unprecedented 2,331 human trafficking victims rescues in 2025, a dramatic increase from 794 in 2024 and 1,089 in 2023. Out of the 2,331 victims rescued nationally, 1,544 were men, 789 were women, 425 were children, and 1,906 were adults. In regions like Bono East, research indicates that nearly 38% of children working on the water are likely victims of human trafficking. An additional 45% endure exploitative child labor. Bono East serves as a critical geographic hub, connecting transit routes between northern and southern Ghana, while bordering the northern reaches of Lake Volta. In lakeside communities such as Sene East, young boys are trafficked to boat masters, forced into hazardous tasks such as deep diving under dark waters to untangle fishing nets. These children suffer high rates of physical injury, severe trauma, and malnutrition.
Media de 2 years. Me drew Jatako in Shesu. Ntia Kwana Baku Consciasi. When Timia net no PN Bakuna did Adiasa on the Timus on.
I experienced this once when I was in the sea. One child hit the other because he sent him to dive and untangle a net. The child couldn't do it. The elderly child hit him with the wood to go back and untangle the net. I had to intervene immediately. But do parents see this as a crime? It's not our wish to let our children work, but sometimes when the pressure is too much, you have to also let them experience it. Additionally, emerging cyber trafficking and romance scam networks increasingly target vulnerable youth. Under Ghanaian law, human trafficking carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years imprisonment. However, legal experts and social advocates argue that short sentences fail to act as an effective deterrent for a crime that fundamentally strips individuals of human rights.
In our laws, if anyone is caught involving in this very atrocious crime, the person is sentenced to a term of 5 years imprisonment. For me, I don't think it's even deterrent enough, because trafficking it works against the dignity of the victim. Trafficking in our context is very rife, especially when it comes to children used on the lake, the northern and southern part of the lake. And what is even more disheartening is that parents are involved in this. They give out their children to boat masters to be used on the lake. A very, very hazardous venture. The child can drown, the child can die. Sometimes when these children are rescued, you see that a lot is wrong, health-wise, nutrition-wise. The child is not balanced.
Beyond sentencing, frontline responders, including the Ghana Police Service and anti-human trafficking units, face critical operational deficits. I once rescued some kids and sent them to the police, but how to get them back to their home was even a challenge. I ended up bearing the costs.
So some are brought from, especially the girls are brought from Nigeria, and they are camped or harbored in brothels and used, exploited sexually. So these are some of the issues we are encountering. That is why I think as a country, we should put in the necessary logistics to tackle this crime. Our agencies are very less resourced. You look at the Department of Social Welfare, there are not enough shelters to even house these victims when they are rescued. So as a system, we should be able to buffer up some of these, especially the Department of Social Welfare and the Ghana Police Service.
Standard operating procedures demand trauma-informed care for survivors, yet a severe lack of state-run shelters and victim support infrastructure leaves rescued individuals at risk of re-victimization or further trauma.
Hoping that the Department of Social Welfare officers will be well equipped with knowledge as far as human trafficking is concerned, and how to handle these cases or survivors that come to them in a trauma-informed way in order not to re-victimize or further traumatize them.
Addressing human trafficking in Bono East and across Ghana requires moving beyond temporary rescues. Dismantling exploitation networks permanently demands dedicated budgetary allocation, equipped law enforcement agencies, expanded shelter facilities, and rigorous prosecution. Belinda Tete, TV3 News, Bono East Region.